Hey guys, so Keyondra and I just left the nail salon. I did get a sheer yellow color and I really do like it. It's very spring, so it still kind of looks natural, but it's yellow. So yeah, and Keyondra got like a nice...
Pass this light, then at the next one, turn right.
Keyondra got like a nice brownish nude color. Not brown, but it's like a very natural color, very pretty. So now we're headed to get something to eat, and then we'll be going home after that.
Turn right onto Northeast Expressway, then keep left to merge onto I-85 North.
I wanted to go to Sephora today to look at the Dennis Gross, Dr. Dennis Gross, I think that's the name of it, sunscreen. He has an SPF of 50 sunscreen that's supposed to be really good for acne prone skin. It's supposed to be good to not have a white cast, like all the things that I need. It's even supposed to take care of hyperpigmentation, which is what I need also for like acne scars and stuff like that. I was using
the left lane to keep left to merge onto I-85 North.
I was using the Elta MD sunscreen, but it leaves a white cast. It would be perfect if it didn't leave a white cast on my face, and I don't want a tinted one. So I wanted to go to Sephora today, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to make it. So yeah, we'll probably go tomorrow. And just because I had some other...
18 miles, take exit 109 onto Old Peachtree Road.
Okay, girl. I had some errands that I needed to run today anyways, and so we'll just probably do them tomorrow. So we'll pick you up probably around then. Hey everybody, so let's go ahead and get into our comment feature of the day. So today's comment feature is Martha Harris Official. She says, great vlog as usual, ladies. Thank you. I really love the scripture segment of your video, and I will be doing the challenge as well. That's amazing. I would like to ask you all if you would talk about how you all vet your brand sponsorship companies. The reason I ask is because I've been getting offers, but I'm so afraid to click on any links because of all the scams. So I would like to know, how do you guys vet your brand sponsorships? Thank you so much. Love you all, Martha. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Martha, for
and
congratulations.
Too.
Like, that's exciting. That's a tricky space to be in because you're getting these random emails from companies that you may have heard of or may not have heard of before, and so it's like, what opportunities are real? You're kind of wondering which ones are real, and it's still honestly something that I know I'm getting used to because it's still fairly new. I've been in the creator space for
about 2 years now.
No, I've been doing content creating for I know, oh gosh, I think like since 2015-ish or so. I think that's around the time that I started doing brand opportunities. But I was always either approached like on a platform or, you know, something like that. So getting random emails in your inbox is just like, oh my gosh. So the way that I know that I filter out and, you know, make sure and ensure that a brand is accurate, or that it's, you know, who it says it is, or that it's a legit offer, is that I look at, first of all, I look at the text, like, does it make sense? And that's not always a foolproof because some of the companies are like Asian, things like that. The next thing I go to is the, so on your phone you have, I don't know about like Androids and stuff like that, but there's always a way that you can expose the email address. If it's an undisclosed, undisclosed email address, I'm never fooling with it. I don't care how legit it is. But unless it comes like on a platform, then you won't see an email. I'll click on that name. So let's say, for instance, their name is Jenny. And I'll click on Jenny's name, and then it'll expose the email address. And if it has like @creator, something like, if it, whatever the hub that they use for like a platform, there are platforms that different brands use. If it has something that's like Jenny Campbell @creatorhub.com, I'm more inclined to trust that because Creator Hub could be like a like that could be their domain, the way that they filter through. If it says something like about a creator, I'll trust it a little bit more. If it has Gmail, that's never it. If it's Balmain, I'm not trusting that. If it's you know, whatever, because those brands have ways to reach out to you.
A lot of them reach out to you in your DMs as well.
Yeah, or they'll reach out to you in your DM. So that's how we'll find out. But then also, like, you can run that person's name, because a lot, especially for larger companies, you can run their name through LinkedIn. We did that actually with Target when they reached out to us, because we didn't really believe it. And then just, you know, kind of even running it through the whole email through ChatGPT or through something like an AI, it'll help you kind of decipher between, like, does this make sense? It'll even help you with something that, you know, like, does this email make sense? Does it look scammy and spammy? And it'll tell you, okay, these are the reasons why you may not trust it or why you want to. Actually, recently, a brand reached out to me, and I actually did that. I ran it through ChatGPT, and I said, does this look like something? Because it looked like the sentencing, like all of the wording, all of that looked legit, right? But they said that on the ChatGPT, it said that the man said that he was from India, but the company that he works for is based in Brazil. Now, obviously, we're doing remote and stuff, but I said, no. Because if he's based in India, this is not, you know, saying like all people from India are doing this, but a lot of scam type of things do come from, you know, places in India or, you know, stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to take that opportunity. So that's kind of how, you know, my process goes.
Yeah, and that's a known thing as well, because on our emails, we have it set where they filter through those types of emails.
So we did put a filter, and this is just for our safety, period, because JolieNoire, obviously we're a business and we want to keep your information as secure as possible. So we do have a filter that tells us if, you know, things are high risk. You know, we have to go and approve of things before it comes into our inbox. And that's just for our customer safety and then also for our own safety. So we have that that kind of filters everything into a certain category. And then, so, you know, so we may miss on opportunities because of it, but I'd rather us miss out on opportunities than, you know, all of us be at risk for, you know, the one bad apple.
Yeah, because that's happened before.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why we put the filter on that set of emails.
Yeah, someone was sending emails on our behalf.
Gmail, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go there.
Well, Gmail has its own like kind of filter system, but yeah, we and I still use my Gmail account because I get offers through my Gmail account, like from companies through Amazon, like that are working with Amazon, and so I will, while I still, you know, use our JolieNoire, I still use my Gmail as well, so that, you know, I can be contacted that way too.
And sometimes you just really have to take the risk. You know, like Kim said, we may be missing some opportunities, but as it relates to us, we're being really careful because, again, everything is pretty much attached to JolieNoire as well, you know, and so we want to be careful and make sure that you guys are covered as well. But you just have to take a chance. You never know who is reaching out, you know, and as long as you do as Kim suggested with like the ChatGPT, even, you know, research on LinkedIn and just find out, you know, is this legit or not. Last year, I believe, or year before last, either way, it was recently, in the recent years, Temu reached out to me, and when they reached out, at the time we were working with a brand consultant, and she suggested to not work with them because they were fairly new. And while I understand what she was doing, she was looking out for me, her client. Looking out for her client. I, in the beginning, kind of missed out on the opportunity, but I'm grateful to God that He allowed it to wrap back around because, you know, it was indeed legit. And while people have a lot of stuff to say about Temu they've been good to us. They really have. So I'm really grateful. But again, take the chance. You never know, you know, if it's legit or not. And again, just make sure you're, you know, doing your whole like checks and balances list as it relates to making sure that you're covered and not being bamboozled. And
then also what you want to keep in mind is if they're asking you for any of your personal information, if they're asking you to pay them for anything, things like that, steer clear of them. The most I've ever been asked for is like my PayPal email address so that I can, you know, get paid. And that is like far down the line after negotiations and things like that. If I were a new in the creator space or new in taking opportunities, I would definitely stick with brand platforms like obviously later collectively, things like that, brand platforms that will reach out to you on, they'll connect you with different brand deals. You can there's another one, social something, I can't remember, is it Social IQ? I can't remember it, but there's so many different brand platforms that you can sign up on. But then also Instagram has a partnership program that so brands will reach out to you through there. I believe that's a matter of going through your professional dashboard. So many things have, taken place since the last time that I did it. I would have to go back in and take a look. But yeah, I think it's through your professional dashboard if you have a creators page or a brand page, something like that. But if you're already getting emails from brands, again, congratulations. But, just kind of filter through. And a lot of them, because I'm leery about even clicking on links as well. But sometimes I will click on a link. I'm not gonna lie, I'll click on a link and see, and it's a lot of times it's Amazon, especially if it says like Amazon or something like that. And usually those are legit. They just often want to just do gifted. So, but other than that, I think that that's amazing. Yeah. I love the growth. I love that you even asked us that question. So I hope that this was helpful. If you need any clarity on what we said, always comment below. Yeah. If you have any other questions of us, comment below and we will be more than happy to answer them.
And speaking of different brands that reach out and things like that, I partnered with Vagisil, one of the most trusted brands as it relates to intimate areas and things like that for women. And so I thought it was really cool. They reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and asked if I wouldn't mind partnering with them. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, definitely, of course. I was kind of shamed because I don't speak about that, part of my life in any content in any way. I've had other brands to reach out, weirdly wanting to collaborate with other things. You can about imagine what I'm talking about. I'm like, heck no. That area has always been reserved for my husband, and it is what it is. That ain't nobody's business. But I thought that it would be really cool, and it was UGC, so I don't have to post this content. And they were really gracious to let me skip over the week because I had to turn it in last Thursday, but they allowed me to get over whatever it is that I was dealing with. Now that I am, better, I did the content today and I turned it in today as well. So y'all, if you guys again need any direction, any help, any questions, one of the platforms that Kim was telling you guys about, Vagisil reached out through that platform to me. That's an easy way to really connect with brands. And if you need any, guidance, direction, we are going to link those websites below, and then we'll just make it easier for you guys to be able to make it easier for you guys to be able to have those things instead of having to go and research and find it yourselves. And all you got to do is just sign up. It's free to sign up, and yeah, you do the work. So again, y'all, anything that y'all need, ask us questions. We don't gatekeep around here.
Hey guys, so we're on our way to Sephora so that I can pick up the sunscreen that I'm trying. So I will let you guys know how I like that
1.7 miles. Take exit 2 onto Lenox Road toward Buckhead.
We don't need these anymore. Hold on. So I'll let you guys know how I like that one. Again, like I said, I was using the Elta MD. It's formulated specifically for acne prone skin. And this one, it's good. The Dennis Gross one is SPF 50. I can't remember the name of it. It's good for wrinkles and stuff like that. I don't really use products like that for, wrinkles and stuff. But if it's going to be a good sunscreen, it's got a high SPF, it's mineral, it's fully mineral, so it's not going to have chemicals, so it's not going to irritate my skin or my eyes, or it's not supposed to anyway. So I will let you guys know how that one works out, and if we found us a good sunscreen.
Okay guys, so we are headed to get something to eat, and then we are going to go home? Yeah.
It's late now.
Yeah, pretty much so. We kind of got out late.
Look late, but
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I had to do that content, and then yeah, it's just kind of put us behind, I guess. But yeah. Oh. Okay, we're not behind then. Okay, we're not behind.
Hey guys, so yesterday I went to Sephora and I got the Dr. Dennis Gross SPF. So this is a sunscreen. It is the broad spectrum sunscreen 50, and it is water and sweat resistant. Looks like about 80 minutes of water and sweat resistance. And so you're supposed to apply it 15 minutes before sun exposure. So I'm about to go out and run our errands. The reason why I got this one is because it's oil free, and it's supposed to be formulated that not specifically for acne prone skin, but it's like non-codomagenic, which means it doesn't clog pores, and it doesn't have ingredients that clogs pores. And I switched from the Elta MD, which I really was loving. It did all, like, it wasn't greasy or anything like that, but it just left a white cast. So I switched over to this one. That one's, I think, a hybrid between mineral SPF and a chemical one. And so this one's supposed to be 100% mineral, which is better for like the tingling skin, or like, because my skin will break out into like little puff of stuff because it's sensitive when especially to SPF. I thought it was just SPF altogether, but it was the chemical ones, and my eyes would burn. So I got this one, and this one is supposed to not leave a white cast. So I'm gonna try it on for you guys first. I think, let me see, I'm gonna look to see how much sunscreen I'm supposed to use, because I'm not a sunscreen user. I'm using sunscreen now. I'm not a sunscreen user because I would break out from it, but now I'm using sunscreen because I'm using actives during the day. And so I don't want dark spots to get darker, and you know, I don't want my skin to get like to be sensitive, because all these things are making my skin sensitive. Like I'm using niacinamide, salicylic acid, all of the things that are like during the day. And so I don't want my skin to be irritated and break out more, especially since it's already sensitive. Okay, so it says to use 1/4 of a teaspoon on my entire face. And so that breaks down to about 2 full finger lengths. So that's this and this. So that's what I'm gonna do. Shake it up a little bit. And so it has this little pump applicator. It's a little watery. So this is how much I'm gonna use. And I am still gonna warm it up in my hands. It recommends that you warm it in your hands for about 10 seconds so that the product can break down and so that it won't leave a white cast. This is not supposed to leave a white cast on your skin, but you know, being that it is a mineral sunscreen, that's like one of the characteristics of it. And so of course for us browner people, I'm gonna put it on my neck too. The recommendation is also to pat it into your skin so that your skin can absorb it quicker. So far it feels good. It feels like a moisturizing lotion. And I don't know. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my hands to put on my neck. Because whatever I do to my face, I typically do to my neck. And it doesn't feel greasy. I have oily skin too, so I'm always looking for things that do not make my skin feel oily, greasy. It feels lightweight. I don't really feel anything. Now, people who have oily skin have said that it makes their skin feel a little bit more moisturized than they like. So they recommend that you do take a sponge, a damp sponge, and just kind of, blot out the oils. And so, okay, so now that's done. So this is what it looks like. I'm hoping there's no white cast. I didn't bring a mirror over here. I am gonna just use my fan. It feels like it's pretty dry, like it's dried down. So yeah, this is what it looks like. You guys tell me what you think. I don't know if you guys saw in one of our videos. If I still have a clip of that, I'll ask Keyondra if she can edit it in, of where I had like a white cast on my skin, but then I also have little white beads. I think that's called peeling for the sunscreen. So this is not supposed to do any of that. So I'll let you guys know how it wears throughout the day, and then it's not very long of a day left, but I'll let you guys know how it wears. Hey everybody, so Keyondra and I are on our way to see The King of Kings. It's a new movie. I don't know if you guys have heard of it yet, but it's a new movie, and it's the story of Jesus, and I think it's like told by a father to his son, like as a bedtime story. We saw the preview mid last year, and I think when we went to go see The Forge, and so I've been excited to see it ever since then. I love cartoon movies. Prince of Egypt actually is my favorite biblical cartoon movie. I love any kind of really biblical movie, but the cartoon ones just hit different. So they're always just so fun to watch, and so I'm really excited about this one. We will we're kind of, oh no, we're not running behind, yay. So I'm gonna give me some popcorn because I've been craving popcorn lately, and then give me a little Coke, and so let us know if you guys are going to go see the movie. I think it is premiering this week, and so that's why, because I think what's today, Thursday, so yeah, I think it might have come out last night. Usually movies do come out like late on Wednesdays, and so yeah, but let us know if you guys are going to go see the movie, and we will catch you guys in a bit. Well, actually, you know what, guys, we're gonna go ahead and close out the video right here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to download the playlist or add it to your favorites on here on YouTube, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.